I'm Cheryl Harshman. I'm the director at Sandscrest Retreat Center in Wheeling, West Virginia. And it's been a long time since we've had guests come to our beautiful front porch and enjoy a dinner or even an overnight at Sandscrest. So to be in touch, we will be offering a series of some informal talks or art projects, or maybe even some poetry. So do watch Sandscrest for what we will be presenting while the house is dark. We hope to have vaccines in our arms and warm weather to be outside and be together. But in the meantime, I thought I'd bring you a Valentine, a little heart gift from Sandscrest to you. These are what are called Danish woven hearts. The Scandinavians are really great at doing paper crafts, and red and white are the symbols of their flag. But I think it's good any time of the year, not just Christmas, not just Danish Independence Day, but this might be something that the whole family could do together for a Valentine treat. We start with 2 colors of paper. It doesn't matter, whatever you have available, but it just happens that I have red and white. The pattern is half of, well, it's a U shape, isn't it? It's a U shape. And it's to make something this shape. And I have a pattern and I have directions that we're hoping to attach to our page. This will be available later. The pattern must go on a folded piece of paper. We fold the paper, put the pattern on, trace it, and then cut it, including cutting these lines almost to the top or almost to the rounded area. This is so that we can weave the other color with it. When I trace, I get kind of sloppy or in a hurry. So if I think that my markers, my pen marks are too thick, too ugly, maybe shows a jittery hand, sometimes I turn the paper inside out before I start weaving. Now the thing about this weaving project is not just in and out, in and out. Maybe you remember such things from grade school crafts. It's also a matter of making a three-dimensional weave. It's not hard. It's just, you just need to be aware of that before you start. So instead of going over and under, we're going to go through and around, through and around. We start by putting them at this angle. So you're going to see how the heart will form. And we start with, I'm going to start with the red one on top. And I'm going to start by going through the white. And then the next step, I'm going to go around the white, meaning I'm going to put the folded piece of white inside. And then we're going to put the red paper through the white. So we can tell it's been woven. That's the first bit. Now we're going to slide it up and do the middle one. So this one will be the opposite. We're going to go around the white, and then we're going to go through the white, maybe, There we go. Through the white. And then we're going to go around the white again. Okay, we're 2/3 of the way through. The next part is to keep pushing this to the top of the slots, the top of the parts here. And those have to be cut fairly well up into the rounded area so we can get all of our pieces in. Okay, so now we're back to the first one where we go through, around, and through. Through and around the white and through the white. Be patient. The paper might rip if you have a fight with it, so be patient. And then as you straighten things, continue to move this up. It eventually will flatten out. There we go. I've got my woven heart. Is it three-dimensional? Yes, we made it. So there's the heart, but now it needs a handle. So from some of my scraps, I have a nice long piece that I folded. I have a glue stick. You could use tape. You could use a stapler. And I put a little dab on the inside where the handle's going to go. Press. And there's the handle. And that would be great if I had a Valentine and maybe I'd like to give them a kiss or several. Or we could think of some other things to put in here. I like to collect the fortunes from fortune cookies. So maybe there are some fortunes, or maybe there are some kind words, or maybe there are some prayers. Maybe you have a friend that you would like to send some prayers to, with or without the chocolate kisses. So that's the woven heart. Shall I try it again? Let's do one more. Trace the pattern. Make sure it's on the fold. Cut the slats so we can weave it. If your copying is sloppy, like mine often is, I turn mine inside out. You don't. This is construction paper that I'm using. You don't have to use construction paper. You might have wrapping paper. You might have some old cards or stationery. Maybe you have some painted papers if you're an artist. As long as the two papers, regardless of what color or what kind, as long as they're pretty equal in their weight, then you can use them. And the Europeans don't just do the three-pronged weave. They often do 4 prongs. Sometimes they do multiples. Sometimes they're very, very tiny prongs. And so the patterns are really beautiful. Now I've gone around with my red and through the white with the red. Now I have to go around. And the hardest part of this is actually speaking and weaving at the same time. Okay, there's one. Now we're going to do the opposite. And of course, sometimes I do it backwards. And then I have to start all over again. This one is going to be through the white then go around the white. And then through the white. Okay, 2/3 of the way through. If you have little ones that are at home or spending time with you, maybe you're caring for someone who's not in school, they can do this too. The littlest ones, I used to do this in preschool story hour, they have no concept of the around and through. They might just make a flat Valentine, and that could be all right, of course. All right, the last one, we're going to do around the white and through the white. And it's getting kind of tight here, so keep squeezing them towards the top, around, and see, we're going through the white. Almost there. Fiddle with it a little bit till it fits. And the last one, we're going to go around the white. Did you see my tongue came out? That's how I always work things out. Okay, here we go. Last one. I think I've got it. Through the white. Did I do it? Yes, I've got it. So these are Danish paper hearts. We're going to try and put the directions as a link to this because we are rather new at this. You can also Google or look on Pinterest for Danish or Swedish woven hearts, and you can get directions there too. So I'm going to put my little handle on here, paper handle. There we go. And Sandscrest says, Happy Valentine's Day. Please watch this site for more information about what's coming up at Sandscrest, when we hope to be open, and we're expecting to do something a little different this year. When warm weather comes, we're going to have afternoon tea. So please watch this space, and we'll tell you about our afternoon tea out on the porch and on the patio. Thanks for being a friend of Sandscrest. See you later.